guys? Bam! That was a little unexpected, wasn't it? Well, this is an unexpected melon. That's right. This is called Dosakai, which, if you look it up, most people call this a cucumber. It is used in a similar fashion as cucumbers. However, it's not just a melon. It is in the same exact species as cantaloupe and honeydew and like all those other kind of like popular melons. They're in the same species. You gotta think about that, okay? Like usually you think like one species and another species, even if they're in the same family, they're gonna look very different. But once you're just like looking at a species and the different cultivars or the different varieties inside that species, you expect them to kind of look the same. This does not look like a melon. This looks like an orange ball. This does not have any resemblance really to a cantaloupe or a honeydew. This is really popular in India, where it's used to make pickles out of it, and it's used in curries. It's usually not eaten just straight up, but you can. You totally can, and that's what I'm going to do with it. Lengthwise, like so. And when you cut it open, it does look like a very tiny little melon on the inside. And smells like a melon too. I mean, cucumbers are very closely related to melons. They're in the same family, I believe. But, the cucumbers do not have this kind of melony scent. So, first things first, we scoop out the seeds. And second, we're going to give it a little slice. What's interesting about these is, unlike the honeydew or the cantaloupe, you can actually eat the rind. That's actually how it's meant to be eaten if you're going to eat this raw, because the rind gives it a little crunch. It's like if you took honeydew, you took out nearly all the sweetness. You know, like on a 1 to 10, where 10 is a sugar cube, a honeydew is pretty high up. It's like, I don't know, like a 7. This is more like a 1, okay? There's like a little bit of sweetness to it, but it's very, very slight. And whereas honeydew would have like 0 or 1 in sourness, this has like, not that much sourness, but it's there, maybe like a 3. Yeah. So it's got like a little bit of tartness. It's more tart than it is sweet. And there's actually a little bit of bitterness to it. The rind does have a different flavor to it. It's not bitter though. It's not astringent. It's not especially green tasting. It's like a little more vegetable-y though than the inside. So if you're going to use this for a vegetable dish, or you're going to use it in, with other vegetables, or with vegetables, I would leave the rind on. If you're going to use it for a fruit application, then it might be better to take it off. It does have like a cucumber kind of flavor to it, but when I eat it, I think melon before I think cucumber. I think that this would actually be really good in pickles. In India, they use this in making Indian pickles, which are really salty, spicy, dangerous things. I can see this going well with that. I don't really want to do that though, because like that is a very strong flavor and that would overpower this. And if you wanted to make like regular pickles, like with how we do it in America, just like with vinegar and so on, these would be good for that, because it would give it like a little extra tartness, and that little melony flavor in there would also add to it, which would be kind of interesting. I'm not going to do that either. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to try this with some salt on it, because I have some here. Why not? That's good. That's really good. Just because this does have a little bit of a vegetable-y kind of taste to it, the salt perks it up in a nice way. This would be really good with salad dressing, things like that. You could cut this up and put it in a salad. That'd be really good. But what I'm going to do with this is I actually still have some of my green mango left over from, a while back, and I'm going to cut this up and I'm going to mix it with my green mango and see what happens. This is not really much of a recipe. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do with the Dosakai that I have and the green mango that I have. Just in case you're curious, but I'm not really measuring anything. I'm just kind of throwing things together as I go. I'm not basing this on anything. I'm just going to kind of like make it up as I go along. I've got like a little bowl. There's about, I don't know, teaspoon-ish of brown sugar in there. I just kind of grabbed a spoonful. I put that in there. I'm going to take some Worcestershire sauce. This is vegetarian Worcestershire sauce. And I'm going to throw a little bit of that in there. Why am I doing that? Because usually these kinds of salads call for fish sauce. And I'm vegetarian, so I don't have fish sauce, but Worcestershire kind of gives like a little bit of a fishy kind of taste. I have some vegetable oil. I'm just going to throw a little bit of that in there. Maybe like a teaspoon or so. There you go. Here's some garlic. This is, I did measure this. It's 2 cloves. How big were the cloves? I couldn't tell you. But, yeah, 2 cloves, regular sized cloves of garlic. 1 bird's eye chili, which I probably should not be touching with my fingers right now because I'm wearing contacts. But hey, life is an adventure. And about 2 scallions. Some salt, and throw some salt in here. How much is that? I'd say about a teaspoon or so, maybe. I'm gonna mix that in there. This is 1 whole green mango that I peeled and then grated with a grater. And this is 2 small Dosakais, which I sliced and cut in half. I'm going to put these in here, just like so. And I'm going to take some sesame seeds. I'm just going to sprinkle, I don't know, about a tablespoon in there. Whoa! Or more, because I just dropped it. Okay, yeah, everything's fine. We're going to survive this. And then I'm going to take the dressing that I made, I'm going to put that in there. If you want to put other things in here, some good ideas would be like crushed peanuts, cilantro, mint leaves. There's a lot of good things that you can put in this that I just do not have. So I'm not going to do it. Some people put tomato in it. You can, if you have fish sauce, put some fish sauce in here. Dried shrimp, if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah, all sorts of stuff that you can do. But me, I am just going to kind of put together what I have in my cupboard and hope that it tastes good. Alright, the moment of truth. Here's a nice big spoonful of it. I think I got all the components in there. It's good. Definitely something to play with, okay? I'm not basing that on anything, but, you know, it's something I could tinker with. I would probably like add a little bit more sugar in it. Maybe a little bit less spiciness, because it's really spicy. And maybe a little bit more flavor components, like more herbs and stuff like that. I just don't have them, so I'm not doing it. But this is actually really good. This is a good base for like other things. So if you don't know what to do with your Dosakai, put it in a salad. Try doing that. Make some pickles with it. Make a curry with it. There's a lot of things that you can do. Use it in applications that you would use melon for, or use it in different applications that you would use cucumber for, because it kind of tastes like a little bit like both, and I think there's a lot of things that you can do with it. So, have fun, guys. Bye-bye. Okay, I only have 1 minute, so I have to make this fast. Guys, click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already. Click that bell. I don't know what the bell does, but it probably gives an angel its wings, so click on it. That dislike button, don't click that one. Go to the comments, leave a comment if you have something to say. Go to this description, because in the description there is a link to my Patreon page where you can help contribute to my channel and make it grow. There's also a link to my website where you can see a backlog of videos, more information, and also you can buy a t-shirt at my website now. I want to give a special shout out to the channel Smarter Every Day. Smarter Every Day is a mega contributor on Patreon. They're really helping me out. If you like what I'm doing with fruit, check out his channel because it basically covers everything involving science. It's really interesting. Also around there should be a couple of videos right here. These are the videos to my next week's episode, if it's up, and last week's episode, where you can check that out. I still have 3 seconds, guys, so thank you so much. Bye-bye.